Well, His Royal Highness, thanks very much for taking the time to join us. First of all, are you as nervous as we are?
I am, Ali. I'm pretty terrified. It's been a while coming, this, so it's a big game. 43 years since the last time this happened. A big European night for Villa. So yeah, I'm nervous, but I'm confident, but also excited by the whole prospect.
Well, I was going to say, I did a little bit of homework. I think you were born just about a month, maybe a month after the victory in Rotterdam. That's got to be a good omen.
Well, I hope so. We'll see. I'm wearing all my lucky clothes and bits and pieces and done on my routine, so I'm hoping that it's going to bring some luck tonight.
I think you look well, to be honest. You definitely passed the test in the fashion space today.
Thanks, Rick.
And if he says that, that's a plus.
But what are you expecting from the team? Because we know you're an avid watcher of the team. You support them. We've seen the pictures of you at the stadium. You're watching them in the Champions League this year. What are you really expecting from your team? What do you want out of this first leg?
So I think we all saw the Liverpool game and PSG's intensity. I mean, in the first leg, they were unbelievable. They gave a lot of pressure. They pressed very high. And so I think for Unai tonight and the team, it's about managing that press. Unai likes it when their teams come onto them, play quite high press. But obviously there's a limit, and that, can we get round the press? Can we beat it? So I'm thinking long ball a bit. I'm thinking also how they're going to get round the high press. So it's going to be a challenging night, and I'm looking forward to the tactics that Unai is going to have to employ.
Can I just say something? Do not go for a punditry job, please, because I could be out of the game. The way you just dissected that there, I'm going to nick that for later on.
You're just doing it. The one thing I would say to you is, and I'm not trying to scare you at all, I thought PSG against Liverpool, I know the irony is they actually lost the game, but I thought it was the best performance I've seen from them in a long, long time. And I think the one thing about PSG this year, they look a proper team. And I think that might be the difference.
I think you're spot on, Ali. Obviously, I think not having Mbappe there, I think it's been, the PSG guys have talked about that quite a bit, I think, in the media around not having the superstars. Maybe makes it a bit more of a gel. And I think the way they played, they're a young team. And I've been really impressed watching how they played against Liverpool. And I think Vitinha in the midfield, I've been really impressed by. Bear in mind, he was at Wolves 2-3 years ago, maybe.
Amazing.
And he could hardly get a game. And now look at him. And it shows you, really, both you know this better than I do. A couple of years in development terms, massive. And given the opportunity and backed by the right manager, you go places. And so I do think Villa can cause enough trouble tonight. And if we get our game plan right, we'll give PSG a really hard time.
Talking of managers, Unai Emery, your manager, I think he's done a sterling job since he's come into Aston Villa. What do you make of him as a manager? And do you have much to do with him in terms of managing your club?
Well, first of all, I think I speak for most Villa fans as saying we're so thrilled and really lucky to have a manager of Unai's quality. As a person, he's an absolute gentleman, lovely guy, runs the club and looks after the players in a way that you'd want all your players and team to be looked after. He's an absolute tactician. I mean, I try when I get the odd chance to talk to him to try and take some nuggets of information from him, but he's very guarded in what he says and how he does stuff. But I'll give you an example. I went up and watched training once, and I've seen a few managers now come and go through the Villa system and obviously through the England system. What Unai was doing, he was moving players on the pitch about a centimetre left and right. He was actually there with his arms around their shoulders.
Yeah,
and he was moving them in spot. And I thought, that's a man who cares about the little details. And it rubs off on the players because they're like, if he cares about that detail, I've got to move because he'll know if I haven't. And I think he injects a real sense of confidence in the whole team.
What about the atmosphere tonight? We've been lucky. We've been here a couple of times. The atmosphere is special. Champions League night. What are you expecting?
I'm expecting a pretty big atmosphere. I think I'm not sure quite how many Villa fans there'll be, but they'll make themselves well heard. Wherever we go, there's a good turnout from Villa fans.
Just quickly, I heard you came with a few mates. Is it a bit of a lads' tour, this one?
Well, I've got my son here as well, so I'm on best behaviour as well. Okay. But I thought, you know what, it's been 43 years since anything like this has happened in my generation as a Villa fan, and I want George to experience a night out away from home in a big European competition. I hope it's not 43 years since the next time it happens, but I think those memories are really important to create, and bringing him along tonight is a big deal for me.
Are you one of those dads, are you one of those dads who's like, listen, you are supporting my team, and that's it?
I get asked that a lot, Rio. No, I'm generally very open to whoever they support, but obviously I'm a bit biased, but also they come to games with Villa, they're going to probably support Villa, but I've left the other two at home probably watching tonight, so we'll wait and see who they support.
I've got to say to you, there'll be people watching this, particularly Arsenal fans back home, saying, ask the man about last night. What a level of performance, what a result, wasn't it?
Unbelievable. I mean, I think we can all speak, and I'm sure Declan will agree to this, but I've never seen Declan take a free kick like that in my life.
Nor has he.
And yeah, nor has he, exactly. But what a couple of amazing free kicks. But what a performance by Arsenal. I mean, it was an incredible match to watch. But I'm really excited for seeing Declan, what he can do for the England team. I think if he can do that now, he's going to be the England set-piece taker, and that's really exciting.
It's brilliant. We can't let you go we've got to ask you one final question. Can you please give us a prediction for this evening?
Yeah.
Oh,
Come on now.
I'm going to go 2-1 Villa.
2-1
Wow.
Villa.
Wow.
Can
What
we
are you going? Say it in front of the man himself, please. What are you going?
I'm actually going 3-1 PSG.
Are you?
Yes. What do you think?
I'm going to go 2-0 PSG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're sorry
Still
to
with something to
disappoint
play
you.
for.
So we play for,
I
exactly.
have to tell you, we hope that you're right,
Yeah.
but we maybe think that we might just have got it right. The
I
only
think so.
thing is, if you get a level of performance that they put in against Liverpool, which was tremendous, but they didn't win the game against Liverpool.
Exactly.
So there you are.